Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Fall of the Samurai with the Total Fall of the Samurai mod. As I hinted last time, there was some new factions and so forth being released, and with the latest update I've just received for this preview that I've got, they've enabled cannons, so I thought we would do a siege. But not just any siege, this is a custom siege. As you can see, there's not actually a castle there. Anyways, we're gonna play the Dutch invasion of Korea. Well, if they ever did one, I don't actually know, but they're gonna do it in this time line. So we've got the Dutch right here, and over there we're looking at a Korean coastal town. And before we go ahead and start this, we'll quickly go over some of the units. Most of the Dutch units look rather similar, but I decided that we have fielded a few of them. The ones that kind of stand out. There are a few others as well. So here's the standard line infantry for the Dutch. So normal line infantry. We've got quite a few of those. Here's the cannons. So these are the 12-pounder guns, rather large one, firing just straight cannon shots, or no. What I mean is there's no explosive shot of any kind through these, and we'll be able to shell the town. We got more line infantry over here. It's actually line infantry backed up by grenadiers, so the guard unit for the Dutch Grenadiers. Yes, what else do I have? We've got the smaller 6-pounder guns over here. Also, same with them, it's just sort of the same smoothbore round shot cannon. And over here, I've got the Dutch Marines, which we've got 4 of. And that's about it. So for my plan, or for the layout of the town here, you can see it's a number of different islands. So we've got rather big one right here, which most of the Korean force is located on. So the access points to this island, though, are not that many. So we can pass over this bridge over here, and we can pass over this this shallow bit right here to get into the town. And I believe those are the only access points, unless you count also the bridge over here, but then you need to get onto this island, which you can get from a number of different places here. So it's gonna be island hopping here as we try to progress our way. Hopefully we'll be able to defeat the Koreans before we have to reach into the very inner keep, which is up here. We also, quite funny enough, there is an old galleon. I don't think this is the ship we came with. I guess it's a museum item that has actually quite a few of them out there. And there's one over here, so I guess the Dutch did land with these. Only that they probably did arrive with these like 200 years ago, or even more than that. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and start the battle, shall we? And we will start it off with a bit of a cannon barrage. So not all cannons have found targets, because, well, there's a town in the way. So we're gonna have to blow that up. We've already set fire to part of the town with our first bombardment. Let's see if we can't torch some houses over here and shoot down these guys. So tell them to fire here, and then tell the 6-pounders. There isn't really any enemies within range of the 6-pounders. I'm wondering where the Koreans are going. Most of the Korean troops I've set up have traditional troops, so musket ashigarus, and then samurai musket men. They have some imported field guns, as we can see here, but not a lot of them. And then they are also supposed to have, let's see if we can find them, there's some special Dutch doctrine troops. So I guess the Koreans were trained by some Dutch military advisors. Kind of funny how we're fighting against them. Since it is a siege, I do believe there's a time limit somewhere. Although I cannot see it at this point. So let's get started. So at first I thought I would have to go through here, but now when I actually look at the town, the Marines can actually pass into the town through here. And they will get greater support from the 6-pounders. Let's not run though. And then the line infantry over here can pass through here. These line infantry can go through here. We actually have way too many troops over on this side. Oh, they've only sent one musket ashigaru to try and stop our advance into this area. Looks like they're gonna hold on this island right here. It's kind of cool because you can actually set up on these houses. So if you were defending on this map, you could set up troops, and I mean you can even be on the top floor on this one. So that's rather cool. However, of course you need to be careful because these houses can be set ablaze, and that will cause everyone to die within that area. So my cannons have already set fire to a large portion of this Korean town. It would be cool if the fire would actually spread like it does in Rome and Attila. Rome 2 and Attila, I should say. That would be rather cool. Let's set fire to some more things here. Yes, klompen, fire away. Fire the guns! And set fire to these bastards. We'll force them into submission in no time. Right. Hold fire. We're really blasting these bastards. They do have a mortar right here. But we've been shooting at these guys so much that I doubt they have even been able to return any fire towards us. And you can see quite a lot of dead people around here. They're hiding a few troops behind here. Let's see, how is my progression so far? Well, the Marines are close. They're gonna come in contact with these guys. And these guys are about to pass over onto the island. And looking at this, these guys will not be in time to actually stop them. They're sending their best troops first. The Dutch doctrine line infantry. So if I want to cross the bridge, I'll most likely have to set up on this bank and open fire on them as one unit passes over, and then we have another 4 units ready to pass after this one. And then we might want to tell these guys to actually support this crossing. We'll fire on this house, try to destroy that, make it a bit easier for us to fire through this area. And the Dutch are about to set up. Oh, the enemy fires back. We've lost 2 Dutch troops. But my guys are holding strong. And we're blasting these guys with artillery. Let's shoot at that bigger house. Okay, so my troop has gone through. For the Klompen! Charge! The Dutch are going through. The invasion of Korea has started. Oh, I think my troops just gave way, possibly. Yes, they did not. I thought the enemy, because the enemy were wavering. So I thought maybe I was going to be able to defeat them there, but no. I wish we actually had horse-drawn artillery, because then I could probably drag some cannons really close to start firing. Right, so we're capturing this, the archery dojo. We're gonna push this unit down here, start opening fire on the Koreans are even marching out of the town. How brave of them. And we're gonna move up there. And then this one is gonna set up over there. So these guys coming over the bridge, not gonna have a good time. I think we're gonna hold fire. Oh, that was a nice hit by this unit right here. Everyone basically had a good field of fire. Oh shit, now they return fire. Open fire! Or return fire. The guys on the bridge are not gonna have a great time. They'll have to march down into this whittling fire by the Dutch. And the Koreans were massacred and are falling back. And they're getting hit from the flank by this unit. Oh, and we've got some fire going on here. Like, we'll tell this marine unit to start engage with the musket Ashgarus, while these guys march through and take the sword dojo. Marines! Fire at will! Ooh, and it combined with artillery shots landing at the exact same time as the muskets got my infantry start, or the Marines start opening fire. So that was a nice hit on the Koreans. They didn't know what hit them. And it looks like we should be able pretty darn soon. We've taken most of this island. We just need to push them out and over the bridge over here. So we can set up, so we can siege this part right here. And I think it's high time we moved some of the artillery pieces. So these ones. Maybe I can move them into town, maybe I cannot. Right, the enemy is defeated over here. Let's see if this unit can actually march over here and then fire, maybe from this beach over here actually. And then fire from here onto these guys and smoke them out of that area. Right, so we've successful here. Then I want you to move towards that area. And I want you to move over there. And you will follow as support. But hold your fire. And with this, then the rest of the line infantry will pass over the bridge, and time for the guards to follow in. We'll get them in to about there. Let's see, are the cannons? Yes, nice. So I think we can set them up on this beach area right here. And then I can get a good fire angle onto this area. And that is exactly what we need to do with the heavier cannons as well. So if I set them up more like this, we should be able to shell this area to shit. We've got a bit of a fire going on here next to the market. My guys are not... They don't want to return fire for some reason. We do have 2 units here. Okay, don't march into the bloody Koreans. Oh, the unit is about to break. Possibly. Okay, this is not going well. I want you guys to turn away then. And open it up for this one. To open fire. There we go. This is what I want to see. Slowly breaking down that unit. There's nothing here, so you guys can march around. And this unit can march that way as well. And now we get more and more units just filtering into this area. And the Koreans were broken, so we'll march on. Try to push them away there. Try to get their cannons as well. Let's get the 12-pounders in position. Now we do have a tower over here, and it's a battery tower. So I think that actually fire cannon shot. Yes, it does. And as soon as I start marching my cannons this way, we get hit. Oh, these are horse-drawn artillery. Right, we don't want to get too close then, I guess. We'll get these guys set up there, and then these two set up there. So now we have a nice angle on the rest of them. But we need to set up before this tower decides to fire again. So these two guns will focus on taking down the tower, while the rest, you know what? Everyone needs to take down that tower, because that was pretty darn dangerous, taking out 2 guns. Ooh, and it's about to... Oh, yeah, we completely just wiped out that battery. Right, we need to return fire as soon as possible on that. Right, we've got something going on over here. So it's the Marines being fired upon by these guys, which we don't like. So we're gonna have to turn to face them. I guess this unit... Oh, this unit... I completely forgot this this fight over here. Caused quite a problem for my men. Oh, you can pass over here, actually. We want to break these guys, so get that one over there, and then you can set up over there, and then you can just be here somewhere to defend. Oh crap, I forgot to set this one up. And so now we've lost even more cannons on my 12-pounders. I think it's time to get the general in here as well. Now it's even more important that the 6-pounders are able to arrive and set up over here. Ooh, they're pushing down a lot of men here. It's gonna be a problem fighting these guys. I really want to defeat this one so I can push them up, so I can have 2 units situated right here. The Marines should be able to hold though, and we got these guys coming in. And not that many though. I think we'll set these guys up down here, firing down this alleyway. As soon as these guys are defeated, you know what? We'll force them out of there. These guys kind of into column towards a bayonet charge there. Oh, they're broken. And we'll get these guys set up right there. And now we can kind of get a crossfire going against the enemy. And maybe if I tell you to stand like that, you can kind of fire away at the Koreans. And we've got these guys ready to fire down on Koreans as well. And my big guns were more or less destroyed. That bloody tower is dangerous. Ah, both of the towers are firing. Oh, they're firing into the town now. Jeez. I didn't know they were that dangerous. So I guess that's the sort of why this town doesn't have any walls. Let's send some units over here. Maybe we can capture these houses, and then I need to spread these guys out so we don't run into a lot of difficulties over there. And we're really smashing these guys. Tell these guys to fire suppression fire down here. Koreans are not doing well. Or at least not their infantry. Okay, so we've been able to kind of ish. Okay, I want you to get that gun. Destroy it, and then we need to set up troops so we can fire on the enemy. The general is falling back. I want... Let's see if we can set up on the house. Well, you know what? Let's see if I can get them up here. Oh, and these guys, they can block the retreat of... Oh, there's no one to retreat anymore, so... That doesn't matter. The Marines need to pass forward. Okay, so my cannons are about to come into position. Why didn't I tell these guys to run before? Oh, this one... Oh no, they lost all the cannons. The 12-pounder gun.
A whole unit is lost.
I guess you'll just be... I'll put you there, so... you'll... Oh, look at that. We won. The enemy completely disintegrated. And I was victorious. Maybe I should have given the Koreans more troops. Or better troops. Or maybe the Koreans should have rethought the strategy. What really broke me down was these bloody cannon towers. Oh, I like what these guys, they're hitting the bridge, throwing people off, and the Dutch guys are ending up in the water. The levee has broken, and we are drowning. The boat is like right over there. Land is like right over there. But these guys, they do not know how to swim. Shit, those bloody towers are pretty dangerous. But then I stood in kind of a weird, in a bad way, because the cannon shot was able to bounce down through this and just absolutely slay the unit. I wonder though if I could make it into the inner courtyards of this. So when all troops start making their way here, see if we'll be able to do that. The smaller 6-pounder guns I've finally set up here on the beach and should be ready. At least turn this tower into rubble. And it's not like it's just a few cannon shot, is it? It'll fire like 5 or 6 cannon shots out of those big towers, absolutely murdering the unit, especially marching in column. But the 6-pounders are not doing a lot of damage on this tower. Why did my Marines break? They ran into all the retreating Koreans. And so everything broke on this side. Let's see if I can get the guard. The guard should be able to get over there. We are hitting the tower though. I'll tell them to be a little bit more accurate. Oh, they're back. The Marines? No, they're not. We'll send the general over there. Try not to lose him. I have played this map before. Oh, shit. I have played this map before, and then I get against a player for my... I think there was the Boshin War battle series I did. And it's a lot more difficult to play the battle or play this against an actual player. Obviously it would be, given the... Can I inspire them to come back? I did try to rally them. We are about to... we're halfway on breaking this one down. I mean, the Koreans almost break down the town more than I did with that cannon shot. Not really. I set fire to most of this. And on the way here, there's a nice house which you can actually set up in. So you can set up your troops to hold a lot of these houses and stuff. I'm not entirely sure if you can set up behind some walls and stuff here. So the capture point is here, but you also got a strong point out here. You can have troops situated here. Not that they'll be able to fire really from here. I think the walls are in the way. But it's very... oh, this is a musket tower? No, it's a Gatling gun tower. They've really gone put down all the cash on making this a very difficult fort to take. This tower any second now, so at least we'll break down that one. And I think we've moved out of the range of this one. And the Gatling tower, shit, I thought we did, but apparently not. Jesus Christ, it's a massacre. But we are just about to march up and take that tower. And there, it's 100. There we go.
Fine work, sir.
Yes, finally. But we can't reach the other one. Fire on the temple. We're capturing the Gatling gun. And we're about to take the last part. But the thing is, I've obviously already won. I would just wanted to see how many men it would cost me to actually get through all of this. And as we can see, without actually destroying the towers, you're gonna have a bad time trying to take this fort. You're gonna lose a lot of men, especially due to the cannon towers and the Gatling gun towers. But with that said, the Dutch have managed to take this, so let's just go ahead and take a look at the statistics of this battle. And then I'll bid you adieu. And here we have the unit statistics, and when we actually look at it, I deployed a lot more men than the Koreans did, so I guess my units are larger because I'm pretty sure I put more infantry units on their side. But as we can see, they formed around 3,000 while I had 4,000. I lost 1,200 men, and they lost 1,800. They managed to kill quite a lot of troops. The battle duration, 23 minutes. Highest killing units, the Marines and line infantry. Let's see, I want to see what the cannons did. 19, 12, 5 and 3, so not a lot there. For the enemy side, it's the Dutch doctrine infantry that end up on top. And then we have some musket Ashigaru, but it's very pitiful amount of kills there. If you can, if you look at this, I mean the highest one kills 100. If you sort of quickly calculate this to maybe about, say 100, 200, 300, 300, a little bit more than 300 of my men. Let's be generous and say that I lost 500 to their infantry. That still puts 760 of my men dead due to the cannon fire from the towers. So, if you ever played this map, I'll probably put it, if someone asks for it, I'll put it, I don't exactly remember what the map is called. I can like it here. But yeah, with that said, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully the next update will bring cavalry, or if he decides to release the entire thing, as he has hinted he's going to do this year. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!